Follow us on Twitter, INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle, INSiiGHTS.
All right, y'all.
Boy, we never needed that disclaimer. We're going to need it tonight. Lord have mercy.
Tonight.
All right, y'all. It's time.
Welcome, everybody. This is one of your hosts. Your co-host is Mickey Clayton, the coach, with your reporter's favorite reporting reporter that reports on your report anytime you need a report, Rick Brown.
Coach, your intros are getting nicer and nicer. I don't know what's wrong. I guess after this day, though, everything's out the window. Cause
hey, first things first. Hurricane Idea. Man, that thing was headed towards you. I kept, down there in that Tampa area, I kept telling you I was worried, concerned about you. Next thing I know, I had the bullseye on my back.
Whew.
And that sucker was rolling through Tallahassee. I was like, get out of here. And it came up so quick, it went through Perry. That's about 25, 30 miles from my house.
Yeah.
We have had worse rainstorms than what we had. We had worse rainstorms than what we had. But I lost my power at 6:30 this morning, me and about 20,000 other people.
Yeah.
Good thing I had a generator, but you can't use the generator till the hurricane get out the way. So after that, we were able to crank it up. Then we cranked it up, thought we had some internet. Then that went on the blink. So I'm like, oh man, this ain't working at all here. But the missus was glad because her food didn't spoil. So
hey, priorities, definitely. I was definitely worried about y'all, as well as my oldest is up there with my grandbaby. So I was a little concerned that I couldn't roll up there and scoop them. But I was glad to hear that they were okay. They didn't lose any power or anything. So
yeah, they were the lucky ones. They were truly the lucky ones. And because of that, we were pretty good. Oh Lord, we got people on already. It must be somebody that know Credell Wingate already. Don't count out his Pittsburgh Steelers. Henry, we ain't caught y'all out. But y'all done. I can't wait to get to y'all. Y'all done, Henry. y'all done. And one of the things that we have with this show, we have to comment on Coach Deloach, Rob Deloach, last week's show. Oh, my goodness. Did we get an outpouring of love and support for him and all of the things that he's done over there in Savannah, Georgia, including from the Savannah sports reporter, Joy Lamar. But we got, and Real Sane one said, great inspirational interview, Coach Deloach. Yeah. We need more men to step up and help guide the youth that somehow dropped the ball. May God help you and your foundation grow beyond your wildest dreams. May your bless your family for continuing to share you. Nice. Another one, NEL Network. Great show as always. Many blessings to Coach Rob Deloach Jr. as he continues to impact his community and change the lives of those young professionals that he works with. Insights. Keep bringing us the behind-the-scenes exclusive stories on those making a difference in people's life through sports and academics. Thanks.
That's what we do.
Hey, we appreciate y'all and that support for what we're doing and bringing Coach Deloach, Rob Deloach, to you and some of the things that he's doing. You need to go back and see that show. If you're first time on here, you need to go back and see him and his factory. And I mean, he didn't even want to talk about his highly successful offspring with a daughter that was everything at Ohio State, the 6'9" son that's at University of Georgia, the baby boy that's on the recent senior list for potential NFL. I mean, there's 101 kids on that name. He's starting linebacker at Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
But that recent senior list, man, that thing is very significant for kids to be able to be placed on that thing. And as we run the ticker behind over there, Florida A&M has 3. No HBCU has that many.
Wow.
Florida A&M has 3 on that list. Both on that list is a transfer. You have Morgan, who's from Florida High. He's a kid we've been watching him play since he was in high school, whose sister is a big-time basketball player, very close family, very supportive. Marcus Riley. We keep telling people to listen to that name at wide receiver. From Rickards, Tallahassee Rickards, went to Louisville. Then he transferred to Bethune-Cookman, graduated, has another year eligibility, already voted second team all-SWAC preseason. He's a game breaker. He's a game breaker. Now, any of those guys that might get drafted this year from HBCU, they're going to come from that list that you see running right there on the trailer. They're going to come from that list.
Yeah, but Coach, I'm not going to hold my breath, man.
That everybody
after last year
is talking about. Sunday Anderson from Grambling. He's received a lot of accolades from North Carolina Central. Davius Richard, the quarterback. Yeah. He's a man from Florida. I don't know how we let him get away. He's a man. We let him get away. He's running over people. So
they better show him some love.
Well, it's not a matter if they show it to him or not. We got those kids that's getting the opportunity. They're going. Isaiah Land got cut, and I'm sure Todd might speak on that. He got cut. We thought he might make it to the Cowboys practice squad, but he got picked up by the Colts. He's on the Colts practice squad.
Oh, okay.
On the Colts practice squad.
Thank you.
Xavier Smith, who was with the LA Rams. We've been trying to keep you up to date with these. They did get him. He made it to their practice squad. But see, when you show a little tape, you just want to play enough to get some tape on you.
That's right.
And that's what Isaiah's been able to do. And Todd has given us a lot of insight with what's been going on with the FAMU kids over there in Dallas land. And when we get him on, we're gonna really look for him to give us some more information on that, because that's what he does. I mean, Todd's football guy. Like, we like basketball.
He's football.
Todd's a football guy. Now, he tried to play a little basketball. I think he stopped playing after my brother dunked on him in front of some recruits one day. You have to hear Todd's version of that story, boy. They're too rooting. Now, I hear one end that it was a dunk, and then I heard there was another one that it was a dunk on the floor that he got taken out the air. That Todd took him out. See, you got to know who's telling the story. It's like if somebody tell you Credell Wingate dunked on somebody. Credell ain't dunked on that. He might have shot a 3 on you. He might have talked junk to you. But he ain't dunk on you. He ain't dunk on you at all. What you got for Did You Know, Rick?
Hey, man. Hey, fans out there, I know there's only about 2 of you, but all know Wayne Gretzky is known as the great one. He's the NHL's all-time scored. But did you know if you took an all-time leading hockey scorer on assists alone,
there he goes again, disappearing. See, it's that thing called internet. Man, sometimes you think you got it, and sometimes you think you don't. So you can't ever tell. Insights. Back during high school games, got a real good game that we did last week. We got another one that's coming up this week. We thought the game was going to be canceled. It's between Gadsden County and Ricketts. And that should be a good game. They like to call it the Soul Bowl. I just not in love with that name.
1, 2, stop, get stop!
Yes, sir. Welcome back, Rick. Boy, that internet's still working against you there.
I tell you, it just comes and goes, comes and goes. I don't even know where I popped off. But
Hey.
you're not taking my joy today because this is a hell of a show. This is going to be a hell of a show, Coach.
Well, one thing I know is that the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't know who has a stronger following, the Steelers or the Cowboys, because they both have a tremendous following. And people either love them or hate them. There's no in between. And both programs live off that love and hate. If you hate them, man, I don't do nothing to them. That just fires them up. They run around, even with Dallas. They talk about being America's team. They don't care if nobody in America likes them. They don't care one way or the other. They just do what they do. With us, he made us shut down the pick 'em because his ass kept winning. That was Todd Lampley, and talk smack all day long like a typical Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But he showed up this year. Last year, when Cleveland beat him, he disappeared. Oh.
That's fine.
Cleveland.
Oh.
I can't believe you showed up with that ugly jersey on.
Well, you've been
here we
colorblind so
go.
long, you can't tell the difference anyway.
Now that might be true. That just might be true.
Oh,
What is that old
fan? There go Henry Bell. See, I don't know why he think everybody love Pittsburgh. I don't know why he think that.
Everybody does.
Mike Tomlin of the Steelers is a nuke. Now we have not forgotten that.
No, we'll
I
never
have to
forget
say-
that, Belly.
Yeah, we forget that. I don't say much about the Cowboys because I've always kind of been a Cowboy fan. They weren't my number one team, but I've been a Cowboy fan. How you not gonna pull for them when Bob Hayes played for them?
Shoot.
You've been lost a long time.
Because he hasn't been there since when I was born, so that's how I
You've been
hate
lost
him.
a long time, Coach.
I don't have no problem with the Dallas Cowboys. Before we get there, Todd,
Yes, sir.
give us an update on what happened with our FAMU people over in Dallas land.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, Isaiah Land, like I told you, Mick, he can play, man. And I was hoping he made it back to our practice squad, but I wasn't surprised. And like you said, Indy swooped him up. Dude's got a motor that's out, and the first step that's out of this world. So I look for him to make some noise over the next few years. Markquese caught a break. I mean, I think Markquese was going to make the team anyway, but we had our third-round draft pick, Cat Overshine. He got hurt. They were looking for him to do some things between the safety and outside linebacker position. And now they want Markquese to do those same things, and I think he's very capable of doing it. So not only did he make it, I think he's going to get some run this year.
Okay. Okay. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know,
don't hate on your FAMU boys.
I'm just glad Isaiah's gone, and so that's fine. That's fine. I can handle one, but not two.
Look,
no.
Yeah, Jerry will find a way to get him back.
Say Jerry will find a way to get him back.
Right. They move him to that practice squad. You know, when you're on the practice squad, somebody can snatch you off as long as they put you on their active roster.
Active roster. Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me, what is your thought on how the Cowboys are shaping up going into this season?
Well, I think they're shaping up good. I think we have a better team. All of our draft picks made the team. We had a couple unsigned free agents that we signed, and two of them made the team, TJ Bass and Hunter Lumpke. And I think both of them, TJ Bass is a guard, and Lumpke is a running back / fullback who can really catch the ball, block. He does it all. So I'm excited for them two guys. We're better. We picked up Stephen Gilmore, the Gilmore brothers, and then the offseason to go back there with Diggs on the corner. Brandon Cooks to play receiver. So we have a better team. As you know, I'm not a big Dak fan, so I'm not that excited. I mean, I'm excited for the season. I am. I really am. I think they're going to have a good season, but we'll see what happens when it comes to playoff time. And I'm just not confident about it.
So you were happy for the trade? You were happy with the trade?
Yes, very happy for the trade. Although I don't think it helps us this year, but it helps us in the future. You know, if he can play, Dak can't hold us over the barrel the next time.
He can't play.
I can't argue.
Let's say you can't argue, huh?
I can't argue. Man. He's a nice guy and all that. If you want man of the year and all that, you know. But, man.
Oh, honesty from Dallas fans. That is so refreshing to hear.
We had Deuce Vaughn. Mick, you and I talked about him a little bit, man. That guy can play too, man. He really can. He's so small back there that you can't see him behind those big linemen. And once you do see him, it's kind of too late because he's got a burst. I saw one guy hit him the other day, and he just hit him all around the helmet, and he spun off of that and ran in for a touchdown. So I really look for him to get some run and be very, very effective. So I'm glad about him. We had a guy, Jabril Cox, that they cut. I was a little surprised at that. This was his third year. I think he started off at LSU, and then he transferred somewhere, did really well, and they drafted him. But they've given him 3 years, and I guess they didn't even bring him back to the practice squad either, which really surprised me.
Okay.
But I look for us to have a good season, man, like a 13-4, 12-5. You laughed last year too, and you saw what happened.
Now you got a point there.
That's right.
You got a point. That laughter was silenced last year.
Yeah, but what you say? He didn't even show up.
Once Pittsburgh lost, he was done. I ain't hear from him again.
Like,
I understand. I got to
like,
talk to him maybe 2 weeks.
You know how people sneak out of church? You know how people sneak out of church?
That's what I think.
Hey, we had a rookie quarterback under center. I had to wait for him to develop, but so I could talk my smack.
Okay, well, we gonna for sure get to you. Tom, we got a question here. It doesn't matter who the Cowboys picked up; they still got December, and we all know they folded December.
Well,
That's
it ain't
true.
so.
That's a fact.
I mean, well, now it's January.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's all on that. It's all on that guy slinging the ball, man. Because we got a really good team. You know, all around that. You know, you just have to be on target with your passes.
Yes, that would be key for a quarterback.
That is key. Yes.
I mean, you can't be running this way and got 20 yards of field in front of you, and the ball come back here. You know, now you have no yards in front of you, and we get that too much.
Well, Todd, you played you played on the line, the defensive line?
Offensive.
Okay, what is it about the scouting department in Dallas that allows them to be in a position that they keep drafting these guys and getting these kids undrafted free agents, and they end up contributing for them?
Yeah. I hate that I don't remember the brother's name, man, but we got well, he's not the GM because Jerry's the GM, but he really is the GM and head of the scouting department. I hate that I can't think of his name. A brother though, and matter of fact, he's so good that they pay him extremely well that he doesn't go be a general manager for somebody else. And he's just, I mean, we draft well. We get free agents. The guy knows what he's doing. I don't know what it is, but it is.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers, you're on the clock. Tell us what they got.
Everything reloaded, ready.
You ain't got a quarterback, just like the Cowboys.
Who don't have a quarterback?
Y'all don't.
I bet y'all quarterback do better than yours.
Oh, man.
Because yours can't stay out the massage parlor. Ours will be on the field. He won't be in there paying extra at the end of his massages.
And
I'm
still,
just
happy ending, please.
Hey, I'm just telling you. Hey, regardless of what we have under center, y'all know we're gonna be above 500, well above 500, because we got the best coach in football, Mike Tomlin, and he knows how to coach us up. We reloaded that offensive line, so now you're gonna really see Najee Harris and Jalen Warren run that football, and not to mention, George Pickens is gonna be an All-Pro. We got an All-Pro receiver.
I kind of like him.
Yeah, and then they let us get Darnell Washington, the big tight end from Georgia. That ain't nothing but a big offensive lineman that can run. I mean, we reloaded, and of course we're gonna have a top-notch defense as long as T.J. Watt stay healthy.
Mm.
And in week 2, we're gonna beat you by 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Calling.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Look, I put
You
money
know
on
this
that.
is tape.
I'm glad it is.
I put
Okay,
money
I'm
on
not-
that.
Let me see the 23-minute and 51-second mark on here so that I can cut this clip out and make sure that I use this for all the Steeler fans that got so much to say. But the one thing about this is about the difference in Steeler fans and Browns fans. The Browns fans are there win, lose, or draw, mainly because we lose most of the time. But the Steeler fans only show up when they win. When y'all lose, y'all are like termites. Y'all burrow so deep in the ground, can't nobody find you.
But that can't be very often. We don't lose like that.
But
See, the difference in Browns.
It disappeared.
Hold on. Now let me tell you about last year. You saying you keep saying
stop. Now you in love with this quarterback that you fussed about last year about why they drafted. Now you're in love with him.
No, I didn't. See, this is the deal. I can't. No, I'm gonna tell you.
You were talking about him.
No, I wasn't. I was talking about Mitch Trubisky.
Oh,
Mitch Trubisky. If you remember,
drafted. You wanted him to draft the other boy.
I wanted to draft Malik Willis. You are correct in that assessment.
Go ahead.
You're correct in that assessment. Right. You're correct on that. But as you watched him in the evaluation, I knew we took the right guy. Because see, with Pittsburgh, it always goes back to 1983. When they passed on Dan Marino, who was from Pitt,
homeboy.
I should have known that they weren't going to pass on Kenny Pickett, who broke all his records. So they weren't going to make that mistake twice. Mm-hmm. But since we talked about last year, didn't we end up with a better record than the Browns anyway? And we started off 2-7.
That's when you came out of the woodwork. Where were you when your record was worse than ours?
But it didn't end up by that. Ain't where you start, is where you end.
And that's when you came back out. If you're gonna be a true fan, be a true fan.
I'm here. I'm here all the time. You didn't send me. You didn't send me the link last year. You hiding from me. You was hiding from me.
Oh Lord!
See how y'all think now? See that? I muted him because he's not telling the truth. I had to mute him. He don't tell the truth.
That is Rick. See who crying on Monday night, week 2. Get me back on there on Tuesday or Wednesday, right after the game. Let's see who talking then.
Okay. Sounds like a date to me.
You got an invitation. When that game is over, come back on the show on that Wednesday.
On that Wednesday.
Yeah. Come back on that show.
Hey, that'll be hey, look, I already know that'll be the 20th. That'll be the 20th. So yeah, put me on.
Okay.
He got the date marked.
Hey, because we know when it comes to the Browns, if we have any kind of losing streak, we just look for them on the schedule. We know it's over at that day.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Now the only thing you said that made sense was when you talked about your head coach. I can't argue with Tomlin, and for Pittsburgh people to want to get rid of him, he does a heck of a job.
Now those are not your true fans. They don't know football. Like I say with Cleveland, I know y'all are coming up. Y'all got a good team, but there's only one position on Cleveland right now that's better than what we have, and that's Nick Chubb. I'll take Nick Chubb over Najee Harris. I wouldn't take anybody else from Cleveland over any player we got.
What about Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
But he too many massage parlors in Pittsburgh. We ain't getting into that. And all that guaranteed money, we'll be jacked up like Cleveland about to be. $230 million guaranteed? No.
And Henry said to tell you that's not right. Talking about the massage parlor, that counts as black on black crime.
Hey, look,
let sleeping dogs lie.
Right.
I'm just glad the boy didn't sign with the Falcons because he'd be in jail by now with everything we got going on in Atlanta.
That might be why he in Cleveland.
That might be it.
Ain't nothing going on in Cleveland but the snow. Ain't nothing going on in Cleveland but the snow.
Oh my God!
He might be good there. I'll give Pittsburgh a good defense. Pittsburgh, but their weakness, I still think, is what they got at that quarterback spot. I just think that's the weak thing.
See, but it's like this, Coach. Like we were saying the other day, we will see. The boy has matured. The boy know the game. If you preseason don't count for much, but you got to look at him. In the preseason, the boy went 15 for 17, 5 touchdowns. He's improved immensely. Even over the end of the season, he didn't throw but 2 interceptions the last 7 games. When his first 4 games, he threw 6. He's figuring it out. And we don't need him to be the best quarterback in the AFC North. We just need him not to be the below average quarterback. Because everything else we got is top notch. Skill positions everywhere.
He's the worst quarterback in the division.
You can say that by name only.
Okay,
Because
like Henry just told you, he said he can't co-sign you not wanting Watson over Kenny P. I don't think nobody over here would take Pickett over Watson, but you.
But this
Check
is the thing.
Eyes on that hat to make sure that's not your daughter's hat.
Hey, hold on, let me check it out. But let me tell you this though. What did Watson do when he played last year? He didn't look like the Watson that was in Houston.
He had been out 2 years. Look and see
That ain't my problem. Hey, look. He should have been feeling good and real healthy after what he was doing for them 2 years.
Yeah, let's stop and think about what a person would be going through, what he had went through during the last year and a half. And I always wondered how you could go through all of that and even mentally be ready to even play.
So, as a famous line was in the boxing match, what's going to be your excuse this year?
I ain't got one. That's why I'm saying what I say. Because I mean, just like you wanted Willis to start with, then you flipped in the middle of the air and fell in love with Pickett, and now you sat right here on the show that's going all over everywhere, all over the world, and you saying he's better than Deshaun. I would like even Henry.
No.
I wouldn't go with that.
I didn't say he was better than Deshaun. But what I'm saying is for the Pittsburgh fit, he's a better fit than Deshaun.
What you said is that there's only one player that the Browns have that you would take over.
That's right. I stand on that.
And you said Chubb, and we said, "What about Deshaun?" You said, "Nope, you take over Deshaun."
I mean, you'd have done a better thing saying, "What about Garrett?" But then I'd cut that off with T.J. Watt. But Garrett is good. He can play on the other side of T.J. Watt, but he ain't T.J. Watt.
I won't argue that. Todd, what you say?
I think he got 6 on one hand, half a dozen on the other with Watt and Garrett. But I will say this: I do like. I don't like the Steelers at all. Can't stand them. But
you're a Cowboy fan.
I do respect them. Yeah, I do respect them, and they don't stay down long. They might have a bad year, but they don't stay down long. And Tomlin can really coach. So I didn't understand what the Steelers fans were talking about last year. Right. And then I heard something today that was like made me say, "Wow!" And it was about T.J. Watt. Like last year, I think they were 7-2 with him when he played, and 1-6 when he didn't play. And that was with the rookie quarterback that wasn't playing well. So they do have a good team. Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, is, if he's back to form, which I expect him to be, is probably, to me, top 2 quarterback in the league. Him and Mahomes. Top two.
You think Deshaun Watson is as good as Joe Burrow?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Ooh, okay.
Joe Burrow's good now. Don't get me wrong, but Deshaun Watson is it, man. He's a winner. The Deshaun Watson that we were seeing 2 years and before that, dude is a winner. He took Houston and won with them, and then he took Houston. They were losing, but they were winning every game, and the defense let them down. When J.J. Watt, when he walked off the field, he apologized to Deshaun Watson because he was making lemonade out of lemons. The dude can play. He's a winner. He's been a winner from day one. So, yeah, I would definitely have him and Mahomes in my top 2.
He's a winner. I've been watching Deshaun since he was in high school up here at Gainesville. And he was a winner in high school. To me, he was a better high school quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. A lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but I think he was here in Atlanta. He did all kind of things. But I just think Deshaun to me, he doesn't fit Cleveland. They don't seem like their offense is predicated to his skill set. And I think that's going to make him look worse than what he really is. Well, I mean, because Cleveland's best bet is to run the ball with Chubb. He's that dude. He's a horse.
That bread and butter, but Chubb, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that is not what Cleveland's doing. Chubb is the man, but they have completely streamlined the receiving core, Markquese Grissom, and some of the guys they picked up. They got that wide receiver from the Jets that is absolutely killing them. Right. And they are so excited. Then you got Njoku. They're doing all right. I mean, so they actually revamped it and built it around Deshaun. Now, the thing is, I don't know that that's the right thing to do with Chubb there, and him preferring to run out the shotgun, and that's not the best running offense you want to see.
Yeah, you're right.
You got your best running back there. That's not the best running. But
the coach, he did it last year. That game that we beat y'all with Watson, we wouldn't have won that game if you'd have kept running Chubb. We couldn't do nothing to stop the run game with Chubb, and all of a sudden y'all stopped giving it to him. I think, thank you God.
he's done that for years. I mean, the years he's been there, he'll let that run go, man, and I don't get it. But in today's NFL, you got to be able to sling the ball too, and Deshaun can sling it, and he's got weapons now. His timing should be back. I mean, Chubb needs to get his 300, 350 carries, but I mean, you got to put the ball in the air. Now, when you get ahead, then you can run that clock, but sometimes you got to come from behind.
Yeah, definitely. But you got to also run late in the year. You got to. I mean, Cleveland is not San Diego, so it's going to be cold as all get out. So you want to go ahead and be able to pound that rock because defenders don't want to tackle in the cold.
Right.
Nobody wants to tackle in the cold, and they got a back to do it. So why not use it? Utilize that back.
I think sometimes too, all that passing, and you say you are offensive lineman. Sometimes I think that makes your line a little soft. They're so used to taking back steps and then pass protection, they don't fire off the ball like that anymore to run. And so it makes it even tougher.
Right, and to what Rick said, you might if you got that, in December, you might as well establish that mindset right off the rip. We're gonna run that rock. But still, you can't play a game and throw less than 25 passes, in my opinion. But when it's down to the nitty gritty, look, I think Chubb is the best back in the league. Pure runner.
But you can't give him 12 carries either, because sometimes you look at Cleveland, they lose, and you see Chubb. 12 carries, 90 yards. You like 12 carries, 90 yards. What would have happened if he'd have got 25 carries?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah. He's got to get 20. He's got to get 20, but you run 50 to 65 plays a game. So he's got to get 20 of those. But there's a lot of plays
what
left.
was Chubb like? You saw him in high school too, didn't you?
Oh my God. You talking about separating shoulders and running people over.
Man.
And he didn't play with a powerhouse. He played with a Cedar Town, a little country team. Him and about 10 other black dudes, and the rest was country boys. And they would bring him into Atlanta, and they would run over some of the perennial powerhouse because couldn't nobody do anything with it. Because if he get in the open field, it's see you later. Because not only is he big and strong, he got some wheels. He can run.
But when he went to UGA, you have to remember he wasn't even the feature back. They used to talk about this other running back. Both of them went early, but they talked about the other back. Is that the one went to New England?
Sony Michel.
Right.
Okay.
Because they said he was a breakaway back.
Yeah, but but it's kind of like, hey, UGA has done that before. They had DJ Shockley, but kept David Green under center when everybody knew DJ Shockley was the better quarterback. So.
I mean, the thing I like about watching Chubb, man, is when Chubb runs, you can almost see what he somehow sees. I mean, his cuts, and it's just I love watching him run, man.
Yeah.
He's
something special to watch, boy.
Yeah.
My boy Henry be taking over the show. We need to send Henry a link. I love it, Henry. He says in the 1970s, the NFL asked the Rooney family if they wanted to be known as America's team. He said, and we declined. The Cowboy fans know the truth.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They can have that America's team. All that do is make people want to kick your butt, man. Every week, it's like their Super Bowl. We playing the Cowboys. We got to shut them down. They can have that America's team. Man.
Hey, Coach, how is Cleveland going to be this year?
And see, I was just going to tell you to tell us. We've been talking about Cleveland with Pittsburgh. Tell us about your Washington Commanders. or general, or whatever the heck they are.
See, if Snyder was the owner, I would not do this. And for the record, I mean, this doesn't mark my return as a Washington fan. I mean, this new ownership has a lot of damage to undo. And since we don't have any Avengers or the Flash or anything next to time travel, it's going to take some time. But look, this team is bad. It's a bad team. And what I mean by is, if mediocre was a football team, the Commanders would be that definition. I mean, this century alone, they've only made the playoffs 5 times and only has 1 win. And people on this show think 10 wins is a bad season. Shit, Washington's has one 10-win season since 1991. 1991. Now, they got some good position players. Receiver Terry McLaurin, he's very solid. And Curtis Samuels, they need help from him. But second-year player Johan Dotson,
yes, sir.
That kid has some wiggle. That kid got some that it factor. He's gonna be good. Running back Brian Robinson was rookie last year. Came in. He got shot during the preseason and came in late in the year and showed that he could be a feature back. Antonio Gibson is a good two-way running back. But their Achilles heel would be that offensive line and quarterback, especially since they're going with Sam Howell, who's made one more NFL start than I have. I mean, and yeah, we got Jacoby Brissett as a backup, but no one's scared of those guys. So if Washington,
he's going to surprise you a little bit. He's efficient. He's not great.
Yeah, he's solid. He's okay, but I mean, mediocre. Like I said, this team is. If it was a picture, if you need a definition of mediocre, just say the Commanders, because that's what they are. Now, what did they go last year? 8-1. That's 500, folks. That's Washington.
But I like their coach. You know, I kind of like him a little bit.
Rivera is cool, but look, this is all you need to know about Washington. It sums up my franchise or my old franchise or whatever it is. The players were crying to the media that new offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy is too hard on them. He yells at us. They cry to the media. To me, I mean, look, if I was coaching youth football, okay, I get it. But the NFL, it would be unbelievable if it wasn't this franchise. So, I mean, they got a lot of work to do, man, and they got some solid players. The new ownership's going to help, but it wins a beast. They got the NFC West and AFC East on the docket. Is favored after October 15th in any game. I'll be surprised. That's 11 games that they should be destined to lose. So, I mean, if they win 6 games this year, I think that'll be more than 6 games. I think that'd be tough.
I-95, Washington Commanders 7. Henry boy, he be on it.
Damn.
I am. Where are you now?
I want to know what Coach. Where your brother at, Coach? That be talking all that noise.
Casey.
Hey, John, that's the $1 million question, ain't it?
Right. I don't know where he at today. He said he gonna be in the air tomorrow. So
in the air somewhere. We don't never know where.
Right.
You know, so you got a good question. We want to know too. You know.
Hey, so he told me that.
Hey man, he was talking about that kicker y'all drafted last year. On this show. Y'all end up cutting him yesterday.
Man, we went to Charlotte, saw him kick that 58-yarder to beat Baker Mayfield. Yeah, and after that, he ain't made a kick yet.
Right.
Hey, Rick, you got a special message there from the photographer.
Hey,
it's a grown man business, Rick.
Facts. And Washington got some soft ass people.
I tell you what.
Y'all got Jake Fromm on your practice squad.
The preseason wizard. That kid can win you a preseason game.
I mean, Hal took it to us last year, man. I don't know. And
Oh my
I mean,
gosh. It was the last game of the season, Lamps.
Yeah, that is true, but damn.
No one's a damn about that game.
Looked all world.
Yeah. It had them salivate. Oh, we should have played him all year.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay. I laugh because it was Snyder's team. I can't laugh now, though. I can't laugh.
But
I'll be back.
Rick, in answer to your question, the Browns are going to be better.
Okay.
Kevin Stefanski, the best thing he did was get a new defensive coordinator. He got a new defensive coordinator, and the whole defense is completely different. They upgraded, got Devlin Tomlinson in the middle. We got 2 defensive ends. Now, we got Greg Newsome had a concussion in the doggone game. That's his 5th concussion.
Wow.
And that's, when you have that many, it's...
Yeah, he ain't got but a couple more.
Right. At what point do you decide you're going to let that go?
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt isn't there, but we don't miss him because he didn't do anything last year. Averaged 3.6 yards a carry. Nobody's even signed him this year. Got a kid, Jerome Ford, is the backup running back. Markquese Goodwin, he had blood clots. They were saying he was the only speed receiver we had. He had blood clots in the first week. They cleared him this week, and everybody's like amazed. How do you come back from blood clots that quick? What type of medicine did he have to clear that up? So it's going to be interesting. It's pretty much do or die for Kevin Stefanski. You couldn't give Tomlin the talent that he has. If Tomlin had the talent that he has, it'd be Super Bowl bound. They they have a solid team. But when you take your quarterback, you let him completely do everything and rebuild it around him at the expense of Chubb, your running back. Now you're working on him catching passes out the backfield. You get down to first and goal from the 1.5. You go all 4 plays because you can't trust your field goal kicker. And Chubb doesn't get one run. So you in trouble about that.
That's almost like they don't want to win.
You sure you won't be on this show after week 2? You sure you won't be back out here? Because it sounds like it's gonna be a stomping. It sounds like somebody gonna get curb stomped.
Hey man, when we was young, man, we used to, me and Kev talking all the time. You talking about all this bad luck, the blood clots and all that. I used to tell Kev that it's a bad luck charm in the bottom of Lake Erie, man. Somebody need to go down there and get it. Down there just ain't treating y'all right.
Hey, it's like the curse they say Doug Williams put on Tampa Bay Stadium.
Oh, true.
They would be holding up signs talking about Doug, take the curse off, Doug.
Please take the curse off, Doug. Please.
Yeah. And see, my boy Cliff was supposed to be on in Tampa Bay Bucs. We had like 87 Tampa Bay Bucs fans last year. Baker Mayfield ran all of them off. Yeah, ran them all of them. All of them talking, man, we got Baker, man. How we get Baker at quarterback, man? We got Baker at quarterback. He gonna be good the first game. He'll be good the first game.
Don't break my heart. I tell you.
Do y'all play Tampa? Do y'all play Tampa?
We don't.
Cleveland. Okay.
But they do play Pittsburgh twice.
Right.
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh, preseason.
Cleveland plays them twice, yeah.
No, we play them
enough to know. that we don't go to Pittsburgh for that game and we don't go to Baltimore.
Right.
Well, we too just sit at home. Just sit at home and cook you some brisket because you're gonna need it.
Okay.
Are you going to the first game, Mick?
No.
Okay.
No.
Who y'all play the first game, Coach?
Rodriguez says, "Hold up. Ask Jordan Reed about concussion aftermath."
Yeah, that tight end was bad. That was a bad boy,
man, but he can't stay on the field.
But
he can't play 2 consecutive games.
He's a wobbler. He's a wobbler.
Yeah,
he's a wobbler.
Concussions, man, that's nothing to play with. These guys are.
No.
They stop playing and they have some issues after that.
Yeah. And years ago we didn't know that, But yeah, that's a serious thing, man. I watched that movie. What was it called? Concussion, or forget what, but they were talking about concussions. Yeah, and that's a bad thing.
Well, years ago, when
you're back out there.
Yeah, years ago they didn't even really check you out. Man, you seeing stars, drink some water and get back out there. We need
out there, right? Look, how many fingers I got up? 1. Get back out there.
Yeah.
Really?
That's true. That's true, man.
What's your name? I'm Batman. All right, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, really get out there.
I remember having a concussion when I hit my head on the rim dunking on somebody.
No, we move right along.
I heard that comment. Earlier.
Yeah, I know you did. I said it for you. Coach, remember what not giving the ball to your bell cow on the goal line did to Seattle?
Beast mode.
Never recovered and broke up.
Hey, that's what they get.
Got a point there,
Russell Wilson ain't been the same since then.
Only thing that's what they got, though. They blew that game. But the only thing I hate about that is that gave Brady another ring, that he shouldn't have had.
I say that with that game and the Falcons game.
In Atlanta.
and if you really want to come down to it, the Tuck rule, he should have never got to that Super Bowl. So really, he should have only had 4.
Right.
31-3. Well, that's all right. They getting their they getting theirs now. New England is anyway.
Right.
Shoot. Okay, so
Bell speaks again. I'm gonna give him a bell and let him say, "Stop being so disrespectful to Cleveland with Watson at QB. Kenny P hasn't proven himself during the regular season yet. You can't tell Fidel that.
Hey, look.
Can't tell Fidel that.
Hey, Rick. On the 20th, on the 20th, Coach gonna have internet problems.
But what I don't have is telephone problems. I called Fidel for 3 weeks straight. His phone was dead. He ain't answered not nary a call or a text. After that still behind him, and now he on here talking. Boy,
I lost that phone.
You ain't a true fan.
Hey, look, that about.
Go ahead.
You know me, Coach. You know I sit in the middle of the floor now. I sat in the middle of the floor and took my jersey off through that phone.
Oh my God!
I was listening to the Steelers and the Falcons last week.
But Todd, hold that. What Creed just said was the truth. Was the truth. He throwing a fit in the middle of the gym floor. I threw his jersey all off. Here come the TV cameras. You know how they always want to show us anyway. So I had to go in there and stand between the TV camera and Credell.
And tell him what you said. Tell him what you said.
I can't say it on here.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
I told him to get his thumbs up. And you don't get them up right now and put my foot in.
Hold on. And hold on here.
And put his jersey back on.
And he talking about, this ain't cooked me. This is You don't act like that. But he didn't say it in that PG version. He said it in a whole different version that's not meant for children.
Did the coach say this ain't Cleveland? We in Cincinnati? Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, y'all out of control.
Oh,
All right, so okay, so
Sports Steve ain't no better talking about this YouTube. You can say it.
yeah, see, true facts. All right, so tell me, what is it going to take for y'all team to not only make the playoffs, but to make a serious run?
Who you talking about?
We're gonna make the playoffs. Period. Point blank. We're gonna make the playoffs. Look at it. 55 minutes and 45 seconds. Get that. We're going to make the playoffs.
So you're gonna finish ahead of Cincinnati and Baltimore?
Didn't we finish ahead of them last year? That's what I thought.
No.
Did we?
Oh,
we only finished. We only finished ahead of you.
So, but you ain't make the
playoffs. Hey, we're gonna make.
This is what I love about the NFL season. All them people, everybody talk preseason.
We're gonna make the playoffs. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. We're gonna split with Cincinnati. We do it every year. We're gonna split with Cincinnati. We're probably gonna split with Baltimore. We ain't splitting with Cleveland. That's 2 wins.
Okay.
I'm telling you that now. We ain't splitting with Cleveland.
You know, the last time you were so definitive about an idea, you were sitting your ass in the middle of the floor, Jake Gator taking your jersey off.
That wasn't my idea. God rest his soul. That was the head coach's idea to put me on that board. He knew I wasn't playing no defense.
It's an old defense. Hell no.
Hey, I appreciate you saying that. He says, Fred Purdue says they have as much shot at making the playoffs as his Brady-less Pats.
Damn.
Well,
damn. I love the comments from the gallery. I love it.
Like I said, we're going to revisit this Cleveland thing on the 20th. Then let's revisit this playoff thing by around New Year. Let's see who laughing then.
No, we don't. What we gonna do is we gonna have a NFL show fan special edition on the Wednesday after the Browns game. If Credell, we can get you to come on. You'll get the link.
Do you want me to bring? Do I need to bring the tissue with me so you can cry?
Credell, just don't lose your phone, man. Don't lose your phone.
Right.
Hey, I won't lose it. I won't lose it. I won't lose it.
All right.
And the Cowboys are going 13-5.
13-4, and we'll make the playoffs again. In order to get to the Super Bowl, you got to win 3 or 4 good games against really good teams, and I don't see that in our quarterback. So I'm not. I mean, we're not built for prime time. Let's put it like that.
13-5. So you was right. 13. Hey, look, coach, you was right. 13-5. First round of the playoffs gives them they feel lost.
Coach,
I tell you what.
You
remember last year?
This roll.
Yeah, last year I had my Cowboy socks, and they was old socks. They was back from the 90s, the last time we won. But and they had holes in them. So I got some new ones now. This might be a new year.
Stop.
Where's my matches so I can light this candle?
Yes, please.
I need to set that sucker right here.
Lord, I need another drink.
Y'all need to get coach need to take that Brian Sight jersey off. He ain't coming through the door.
This a Beckham jersey. You need to know your numbers.
Brian Sight was number 17, sir. You know, but you already told me I can't see.
Henry Bell said Pittsburgh will have a winning season, 10-7, but it might not be enough to make the playoffs. At least he's honest.
I mean, the AFC is tough. The AFC is tough. And what about Corey's New York Jets?
Have you looked at the schedule? We don't have a tough schedule. We don't have it. The toughest competition we're gonna get is gonna be from Cincinnati.
Baltimore.
You discount Baltimore?
No. Baltimore always has a tough team, but everybody, when you see Baltimore and Pittsburgh, you know it's gonna come down to a dogfight. We know that. Well, that other team in Ohio, hey, we might get a tougher fight out the Buckeyes than them.
Now you probably would. So would some other teams. And Tyrone said the most consistent team in the league, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. That's the truth.
That is true, man. They don't stay down long. That's for sure.
And that's the kicker.
It doesn't let them stay down long.
When are we down? We have never had a losing season of this man. So not having a losing season, okay. Well, I guess y'all say we down when we was 9-8. Okay, that's a down season for Pittsburgh. You're right. It's a difference.
Look,
the difference is clear.
Yeah, I saw Fred on there. You need to block him, Mickey.
He said the definition of mediocrity. Tupac was alive last time y'all were relevant when it comes to
that's a fact.
He said I need to block him.
Oh, Purdue, you're killing me, Purdue. You're killing me.
Todd on the road, boy. He say block him. And then you got Tyrone McGriff, the voice of reason. The Cowboys will continue to make half of America mad. Didn't we say that earlier to start off the show? A money-making machine, not a dynasty. Cowboys about money, not championships.
Now that may be true.
Well, it makes me feel good to hear that.
I beg to differ though about them rings.
Oh no!
Whoa, I like that. He said about them rings.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
You were going to say you went to get a drink. He said
no.
It's about them rings.
I'm not even going to talk. We're not going to talk. We're not going to talk rings on here because Coach going to say I'm going back in history.
Well, I know I'm going back in history.
Black history.
But I got that history though.
Tyrone said he started laughing, talking about let me shut up. He said, LOL, shut me up. You showed him rings, Todd. He's like,
man. And here we have.
Coach, what are Cleveland Browns rings at?
Oh.
I was just asking. Huh? What's that, Coach?
The Cavaliers didn't have one till LeBron brought it. So, we'll wait and see.
LeBron ain't playing football.
I wasn't talking about football.
I'm just saying. You said until LeBron brought it. You make it sound like LeBron finna come play tight end for y'all.
You would think that because your thinking is a little skewed anyway. Hey! I can't afford him to come on. Tyrone ain't let you go. He said he was like 6 when those rings were won.
I'm just saying. I got history, man. You can't take it away from me.
Oh, and they're telling you, Creedell, one game over 500 is not a successful season, my brother.
Damn Eagle fans! I tell you. Hey, did the Eagles win the championship?
No, they did.
No, they did.
Oh, they didn't. Did they? Oh, okay.
But Rick, did you notice how quiet
they had it going?
Hey, look, Coach.
Facts.
Coach, I had to put my foot in my mouth. I was like, it's a successful season when you look at the season in a whole. When you start off 2-7, put a rookie quarterback in, and you end up over 500, I would say that. And up until the last games of the last week, we could have made the playoffs other than some upsets.
Yeah.
Oh, Henry be on it. 5 rings, Cowboys. Less than 6 rings, Steelers.
That's the only team I can't argue with.
Can't argue.
Well, you can't argue with the Patriots either.
That's
and
facts.
Fred don't stop. He keep throwing those jabs. Those Cowboy
You'll
rings
never
had some
see no
rust on them.
Patriot fans, though.
I was in like the 3rd grade the last time y'all won something.
Hey, look,
I would like to know who their team. I would like to know who their team is.
Purdue is
that's a
or their teams.
Yeah.
When they say teams, I don't talk to them no more.
No,
Yeah, me
no,
either, man.
They don't have a real
Teams,
team.
or if they don't have a team, I don't have nothing to say to you because you ain't just gonna be getting on me when we lose, and I can't get back at you. Man,
all right, everybody, put your team down. Let's see who you got now. I did see Tyrone say Steelers, but who y'all got? Let's see. See how quick we are to write something down now.
Yeah. Why you write?
They gonna say Kansas City. They gonna say Kansas City.
Right.
Fred is honest. He said he's a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, he's Fred Purdue. He's a Patriots fan.
Oh,
he's a Patriots fan.
Yeah, he's sad on Sundays. A lot of Sundays, I tell you.
Sad. Say, who that nation?
The dynasty of the stolen Super Bowls.
The dynasty of the Super Bowls.
Facts. The flake gate. All of those gates.
Hey, Coach, what do it mean when they do this? Oh, they about to run the ball. How you know?
Coach, they just...
Right.
Watching the film. We're watching their practice. It's film at their practice.
But Todd, quiet as it's kept, you silence the thread.
Yeah, I know what time it is. I deal with haters all the time, man.
Haters go hate. Haters go hate. Oh my God!
Man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You ain't trying. I hear
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh! Okay, who's coming out of the East?
We need you to make sure you turn in the insights now on Roku and your mobile apps. We're no further away than what, Rick?
Right there. Right there. Right there.
On your phone.
Right there.
Whatever phone you got, your Android, iPhone, go to the App Store. Put in Insights, INSiiGHTS.
Two eyes in the middle.
2 eyes in the middle. And download us. We're on 24/7. 24/7.
Okay.
Where wherever you go, you get to go just like it's set up, just like Netflix. You can go down and pick what you want to see, or you can click the live button, unlike Netflix, and see what's going on right then.
All right.
See what's going on. Follow us, y'all. We need your support.
For real, there'll be some stuff there that you will know, and you will learn, and you will have fun. If you like this show, make sure you hit the button. Subscribe. This is what we give you. We give you knowledge, and we give it to you the only way we can, the way we do.
And we appreciate y'all because the more likes we get, see, that lets us know we going the right way and to bring them back. See, I know y'all want to see Credell and Todd again. Todd already is a regular. He closed down the Pick'em show. He started winning it so much that we just stopped doing it. Just going to give him a prize. We don't even mess with him. Fred produced a radical take. He said, I'm ready to fire Bill and move on.
You've been saying that for 3 years. Calm down. Jeez. Yeah.
George, y'all lucky I'm not on there this year. Go Bucks. Okay, you ain't going no further, Baker Mayfield. Hey, Rick,
yes,
I told him when he said y'all don't have me on this year, I said you could be on. That was at 7:05. We don't hear from him again till 8:16.
You know he's on Cali time, so it's a California thing.
That's what it is.
It's a Cali thing. We love you, Fi. We love you, young Fi. We love you.
I can't. Fred be firing them off.
Lord have mercy.
With the first pick, the Tampa Bay Bucks select
Dallas Turner, University of Alabama.
Fred, stop it. You're killing me.
Ariel says the Eagles got the NFC East on lock.
I think they're the favorites. I think they are the favorites in the East.
I think we're going to win that division. I really do. Yeah, I do. I think we're gonna win that division.
Okay.
I mean, Philly does not scare me. They have a great team. They do, but they don't scare me. Now, if they get Jonathan Taylor, that's a wrap. You know, other than me having him, I don't care who has him, except I don't want him playing with the Eagles because, man, they would be unstoppable. But I think we're going to win that division. Mick, I just want to say something real quick. It's unfootball related, but you talked about that when your brother tried to dunk on me when we was in school. I'm gonna just take 20.
You said that about 7:05 and what do we?
I know, but we've been talking football. Let me have 20 seconds. I'm gonna tell you how that went down. Right, we had some recruits in, and we had pickup ball going in the gym. So Kev wanted to show off against the recruits, and he's coming to the bucket. He's coming down the right lane, and he goes up, and I'm thinking he's just gonna lay it off the glass, right? So I just go up. I'm gonna pat it off the glass and block it, right? But then he cocked back like this, and I'm like, what? So I switched and switched like this and caught him, and boom! Bench pressed him to the floor, man. And he looking at me like, why you do that? I'm like, why you gonna try to dunk on me? You know? Man.
Don't bring that weak. Don't bring that weak-ish in here.
Right. Man, I was just gonna tap it off the glass and start the fast break, you know. And he's like,
he'll block his
like,
shot.
no, you didn't.
Oh, KC, where are you? Oh, where is KC when I need him? I need to hear his side of the story.
We got to get him on when we do the next edition for the NFL Fan Show. That's for true.
Man.
But Rick, I think we found the right thing. We don't need no more than 4 or 5. We don't need to make no more than 4 or 5. I got to let you see this. We trying to close. Tyrone McGriff says Cowboy fans are timing out. It means y'all old. I haven't met a Cowboy fan under 30 since 1995. I'm not gonna lie. I was a Nate Newton fan though, not Cowboys. I was the only kid in America watching the line play. My pop made me watch it, and anyone else from FAMU.
Well, yeah. I mean, Ty, yeah. Yeah, Big McGriff, yeah.
Yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, Ty, your daddy didn't play that, and you was going to do what your daddy told you.
Facts.
No doubt about that. If he said to watch field hockey, you was going to sit your ass there and watch field hockey.
Facts. Yes, indeed. Coach McGriff was nothing to play with.
I can't get away today because I got to give y'all to George say we still have a better quarterback than the Patriots. Shout out to Brady for giving us that ring.
Oh, man, that's a fact.
For the Super Bowl, we all better worry. Our time here might be coming to an end.
If that's the case, I really do think we're gonna win then, because I don't know how much more time we got left. This crazy world we're living in.
And Henry Bell closes it out to the Cowboys fans thinking they're gonna win their division. In the words of Mike Tyson, everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth.
In the mouth. When they get hit right here.
Check with me at the end, Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all being with us. We know this show was entertaining. We know it's entertaining. We hope you learned a little bit of something if it wasn't anymore, but to laugh and have a good time, take your mind off the hurricane, and enjoy and relax wherever you are. But Creedale Wingate has talked himself back into a show. He's created a show that we will have week 2 after week 2 when the Browns, my Browns, roll over them Steelers. And we're going to have it back. We're going to have it
Run
again.
it back.
And like they say, like they say with Mike Tyson, the Browns fans going to be talking about my bike, my spinal, my back.
My neck and my back.
My neck and my back. Spinal.
Okay, it's that time, and you'll be talking about we got another game. Okay. Fred won't let y'all go. Fred, he said, did that lead the league in picks?
Yeah, he did. And he missed 5 games. And he missed 5 games.
He missed 5 games and still led the league in
Still led the league in picks. Now they wasn't all his fault, but still, you know.
We gotta go.
Stay up to date with the latest from Insights. Visit our website at insights.com. 2 eyes in the middle. INSiiGHTS.
Insights is the copyright of Mac4 Enterprises, a Florida corporation. This broadcast is produced under the exclusive ownership of Mac4 Enterprises and is the intellectual property and trademark of Mac4 Enterprises. Comments of the host and other individual speakers on Insights represent their independent thoughts and representation.
Talk that talk.
Oh man, Rick, we couldn't end the show tonight.
Coach, you know it's always crazy when we have this show here. Indeed.
The NFL fan show with true fans is hilarious. What they say, y'all just having too much fun, boy. Y'all have been entertaining tonight.
Thank you for joining, for staying with us. Please check back with us.
Get your phone, download us, Insights. Put who you think you like. Put your team on there. Who's gonna win? We're gonna be able to pull it up again, talk about it next week. But in 2 weeks after the 3 weeks after the second game, I got to put it in the schedule. We have to have an NFL fan show again. If Perdell shows up, if they win, he'll show up. But if they don't win, you won't see him. We appreciate y'all being with us. We really
Thanks, Brad. Appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you. Thank y'all for getting my mind off this hurricane. I still don't have lights back at the house, but I'm in Studio 13, and I'm getting ready to go back to the crib. But couldn't have done it because we didn't have any lights. But this show has completely took my mind off of it.
Hey, be safe. Be safe, Coach. Be safe, everybody out there with the hurricane. Hope we took your mind off of it.
Thank you.